if you follow my channel, you might know that I'm going to be doing some gravel racing this year. If you don't follow my channel normally, well, I'm doing some gravel racing this year. So I've been spending some time getting my setup dialed. I'm borrowing a Specialized Diverge Expert. I'm actually demoing that bike, doing a long-term review of it. So I did a video a few weeks back of me setting up that bike, going for my first ride on it. But the thing is, I'm actually sponsored by Zip and SRAM. So those guys saw the video and they were like, well, we'd kind of prefer you to be riding Zip and SRAM stuff on that bike. So I wasn't about to argue with that. They very kindly sent me through some new wheels. They've also sent me through bar, stem, crank with 2 different chain rings. What have I got here? I think I've got a 42 and a 40. Have I? Yeah, 42 and a 40. So I am going to get all this stuff on my bike. I'm also going to switch my tyres over because I was using WTB Nanos. And I want to try these out. So I'm going to set them up tubeless, put all the bits and pieces on my bike. Then I'm going to get all my bike packing bags on because I haven't actually ridden the bike fully loaded yet. And I want to see what that's going to be like. When I go to California at the beginning of April, we're going to be doing some crazy rides that are really, really steep and pretty challenging. And we're also going to be away from places where we can get food and water for 3 days. So I need to figure out how I'm going to attach water bottles, whether I'm going to use a bladder or whether I'm going to use fork mounted bottles. Basically I need to get all the bags on, I need to try out the different water systems, and I need to see if I can ride it fully loaded. Some people are really nervous of setting up their tyres tubeless because they think it's going to be a nightmare, but these days it's not actually that hard and you don't really necessarily need a compressor to do it. It just depends on the tyre and rim combination. I'm hoping that these are going to go on really easily, and by putting sealant through the valve it's a lot less messy. Soapy water makes tyres seal? I don't know why, but it does. So I'm going to put loads of this on. Thanks very much. The problem with using all this washing up liquid is it makes your hands really, really slippy. I've now got to take the valve core out and put the sealant in. I am so slippery. This might take some time because I need to put in between, I think it's about 80 mil and this is 5 mil. So it might take a while, but it's easier than, well, it's less messy than just pouring it straight into the rim. Wheels are done, but unfortunately I've run out of time to do all the other stuff. Everything always takes longer than I think. Also, I should probably clean my bike because it's really, 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 really dirty. And I started working on it without even doing that first. Oh dear. My daughter's got a terrible cough. So I'm going to put my stuff away. I'm going to go out. We're visiting some friends. I don't want to miss that, and I'll do the rest of it later. Right, so it's the next day. I'm kind of running out of time to get this done because I'm actually going up to the Peak District to ride around Hope Valley. So I think I'm going to rope Dave in to give me a hand. Oh, it's just started raining. To give me a hand because I still need to remove and change the cranks, install the bottom bracket. I need to change the bars, take the new bars, put a new stem on, discs on the wheels, and some other stuff. So I better get cracking. Just changing from a 42 to a 40 here in a really haphazard kind of way with bolts on the grass that drives Dave absolutely crazy. He hates my disorganisation. Actually, I shouldn't be too rude. He's totally helping me with my bike. Hello, Catwoman. Say hi. Say hi. Oh. Here's our other mechanic.
So it's dropping a spacer on the floor. I'm being a boss and telling Juliet she's got to go inside because she's lost the feeling in her hands. She's got the most awful, what's it called?
I have this thing called Raynaud syndrome, which is like appalling circulation in your extremities, and when I get slightly cold, this happens.
Yeah.
Oh, a pedal!
So as you notice, our daughter is currently in a t-shirt outside.
Yeah.
I'm currently in a t-shirt outside.
I'm wearing... Yeah. I'm so cold. Well, thank you. You're so helpful. Should we have a cup of tea?
Yeah.
And a bigot?
Yeah.
So I've come inside because it's freezing. I'm just going to put these discs on. I had a total nightmare panic moment out there because I noticed that they were quick release, and obviously my gravel bike is through axle. I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I've got the wrong wheels. But it turns out you can just change the wheels from from quick release to through axle. Hello. So it's now a week later. After I snapped the bolts and got very annoyed about it, I decided to just carry on putting the bike together. Dave actually helped me just finish it off because I was in a mood. Because I just needed to get it done so I could take the bike to ride it in the Peak District when I was visiting my parents. I didn't film any of that stuff because I just wanted to go for a ride and have fun on my bike, so sorry, but next time I go up there I'll make some videos. So an update on the disc situation. Basically, when Zip very kindly sent over the wheels, they didn't send me the discs, so I used Dave's old discs and bolts, and that's what I broke. So I did actually just ride my bike with the broken bolts because the stuff I was doing in the Peak District wasn't that gnarly, and the discs are going to stay on even like that. But as soon as my SRAM discs arrive, I'm going to whip these off. I can get the old bolts out and I'm going to put the new ones on. So the bike is now complete. I've got my new Zip 303 wheels on, which are just quite frankly amazing. I've got the Zip SL70 bar and stem. I've left the seat post that came with the Spesh, so that's there. Obviously I've got the new SRAM crank on, so it's all good to go for racing. The other exciting thing is I've got the bags and stuff that I'm going to be using for bike packing. So I've got these really cool bags from Apogora. Saddle bag, this top tube bag, and that one, that's for, you know, my camera, snacks and stuff like that. Then I've also got bar bags. So this is a really big bar bag with open ends like that, so you can stuff stuff in, roll it all up, keep it nice and tight, attach it to the bars, and then this one goes on top of that because it's got a zip so you can get stuff easily. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on, and then I want to put the tent, sleeping mat and sleeping bag and everything in here and see how it fits. Oh, I also want to put the bottle mounts on because the ride that I'm doing in California in a few weeks, apparently we have to take 4 litres of water with us. So I've bought some universal bottle mount, cage mount, universal, some universal mounts so you can put bottle cages on your fork. So I'm going to put them on too, and I'm going to see what it's like fully loaded. I'm not entirely sure that I won't need a full frame bag here to carry the volume of stuff that I need to take on this ride, but I just want to try before I have to go and get new stuff. These Apogora bags are basically the gold standard in bike packing bags. They're so incredibly lightweight, but they're really, really robust and totally waterproof. One thing about bike packing bags is sometimes when you put them on, it might look like it's going to catch your front wheel, but that's because there's nothing in it, and when you actually stuff it, if it's got, say, a sleeping bag or something in, it actually lifts it up and out and away from your wheel. At least that's the theory. Obviously being, I'm not short, but I ride a 52cm bike. Obviously the head tube is shorter than it would be if I was taller, so you do have a little bit less clearance, but we'll see how it goes. Next, the cage mounts. This is basically a cable tie system so you can put your bottle anywhere. So the next thing I want to do is just test out whether all my stuff fits in my bags. I'm really not sure, but I don't feel like I can leave any of this stuff behind. I've got a tent. This is Starlight one. It weighs about 1 kilo and I haven't tried it out yet. I've just been sent it to test. I really want to take this because I want to sleep in a tent. I'm worried about getting cold. I've also got this Rab sleeping bag that my dad lent me. Packs down really small, but I don't have a proper stuff sack. And I have got a sleeping mat because if I'm camping out for a few days I want to be comfortable. Am I a wuss taking a tent and a mat? Loads of people just bivvy, I guess, but I get really cold and I sleep really badly even in a bed, so Just don't want to have a rubbish time. Anyway, I'm going to see if all this stuff fits in. Aside from this stuff, I guess I would have a down jacket, a beanie, some leggings and some bits and pieces of food to carry. I'm just not going to take a lot. It's a lot easier to take the bag off. Right, I think so. I'm just going to put the tent and my little sleeping mat back here, and then I guess I'm good to go. I am going to take 4 litres of water. As you can see, I've only got these small bottles, so I'm going to have to get some litre bottles and figure out where to put the other 2 litres. Yeah, I don't really want to ride with a backpack. I have got a hydration pack which I could ride with, but I don't really want to do that. The alternative is frame bag here with a bladder in it and a hose, but I don't have a frame bag, so. I think this setup's going to be all right, apart from I haven't figured out how to carry all the extra water. I mean, I could have 3 litres, 1 litre there, 1 litre there, and 1 here. 3 litres, all right. I've been told to bring 4. I think that's it. I think I'm all set. I need some litre water bottles. Obviously I'm going to have some tools and snacks and stuff like that. My little camera in there, and I've still got a little bit of space on the front. I reckon I might be all right. I think it's going to be really fun. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. I don't waffle on about nonsense too much. Well, I probably do waffle on about nonsense. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.